Hello, Fingeldings and Fingeldoos. We've gone over this. It is potentially, should you consent, your boy, Blorks. Um, almost forgot my name for a minute there. That would have been fun. And we have a super fun problem on our hands today. I did a dumb thing, and I think it's probably led to 3 deaths. I was going ahead and I was building this floor, right? Just wanted to make it so like the bridge had an even approach. So if a trade caravan approaches from here, I don't know if they do or don't. I haven't paid attention to what side of the map they've been coming from. Please. Ants! Gross. Sorry. For a minute I saw that and I was like, that's bees! That's gotta be bees. But it is not bees, it is ants. And we don't care about ants here. So that's fine. We'll raise aardvarks or something. Anteaters? I don't rightly know the difference. Point is, I was building this here, and there was a collapse. Unfortunately, it was a collapse while there were multiple dwarves on it. So I think these 3 are, if not already dead, about to be. That's a cook. I don't know who that was. Oh, shoot. Crafts dwarf and a carpenter. All of which are pretty important professions, and they're dead. There's pretty much nothing we can do for them at this point. I'm hurting, Lord. I'm hurting. This isn't what I wanted for my dwarves. This isn't the kind of death that you can go, yeah, well, it happens. You know, it's not unacceptable. But basically what happened was they built this block. Yeah, I have a pen. I have a pen. They built that block before they built that block. And since that block wasn't attached to anything, it immediately collapsed. How 4 dwarves were caught up in that collapse, I couldn't say. Maybe they had put other blocks down, I'm not sure. But the collapse was pretty freaking devastating. So, I mean, I guess it's good that we dug out the mausoleum. Alright, so I sent the miners on a downward path to find this. Exactly this. The second set of caves. I'm pretty sure there are only 2 levels of caves in Dwarf Fortress. If that's changed in the last few updates, then wow. But otherwise, this should be the final cave that isn't a magma chamber of some sort. And these are the scary caves, because these are the caves that are full of the big, ugly baddies. These are the ones that'll spawn stuff like cave dragons, if we're, depending on how you look at it, lucky or unlucky. Cave dragons are great if you can capture them and get them to breed and all that good stuff. It takes a lot of time, but, you know, having a cave dragon on your side, good times. Yeah, this is also where we'll find creatures like Crundles, which we can capture and tame for their eggs, and they lay so many eggs. Like, you get Crundles going, food problems don't exist. It's just like, alright, y'all gonna eat Crundle eggs forever. Yeah, so this is the cave. Let's see if there's anything in it. Sometimes that's fun. It doesn't look like we've seen anything in it. We killed a couple giant weasels, by the way. Our hunters shot them to death. It was brutal. All that said, yeah, this cave looks actually kind of nice. I love the tiering. The one thing I'm gonna say I don't love about it is there's no water in it. It's sometimes nice to have water because it means, although we don't really have that problem. There's a river we can tap if we really need water. Sometimes it's nice to have water just because you can't be besieged, right? Oh no, there's no water. Well, I'd better just set a drinking zone down in a part of the uh-oh. We have a tantrum. We have a tantrum. Where is it? Why do we have a tantrum? What's up? Tell me your problems. Why are you upset? Grouchy, caught in the rain, euphoric, due to inebriation. You're drunk! What's up? Horrified because of that death. Spouse. Annoyed. No goblet. So he wants... Okay. Alright. So they want mugs, or at least this guy does. They could also use a temple. Okay. Fine. Let's go ahead and build them a temple. Wait, what's your issue? What? Oh, you are also throwing a tantrum. So we're having a bit of a... So there's a thing in this game called the tantrum spiral. And essentially, it's when your dwarves are upset and unhappy with their lives and they start breaking shit because they're dicks. So we're currently in the midst of a few people throwing tantrums. Now the thing you got to worry about is sometimes they'll throw tantrums and get in fights, and then the fights make them more unhappy and the dwarves they fought with more unhappy, which then results in more fights. And so that's why it's a tantrum spiral. It's a positive feedback loop that ultimately results in your fortress tearing itself apart through these little petty squabbles that turn into full out, like, sort of like a civil war, except it's everyone for themselves and they're just killing each other. It's not pretty. Now, we also don't have any justice system currently, so if someone commits a murder, I have no way of restraining or punishing them. So it might be wise to get that running. But we'll see. This might iron itself out. We're going to focus on getting them some mugs and see where that gets us. So, I know last time I said, oh boy, we're so lucky. The Weregilla didn't manage to kill anything and it got stuck on the ancient aliens. Yeah, but we also didn't manage to kill it. So it looks like it lives pretty nearby. I don't know if that's how that works, but given it just came back, I'm going to go with, yeah, not great. The other not great thing, I still haven't built a group of crossbowmen who could, potentially kill this dude without also getting killed. Alright, so where is he? That's the big one, isn't it? So he's way the hell out here, although there are migrants, literally. So this little flashing X on what I assume is a llama? I don't know. Is a migrant, or an animal of a migrant. So the migrants are currently making their way. You can kind of see a little daisy chain of them here. They're making their way into the fort, which, on the bright side, he's on the one side that doesn't require me to raise a drawbridge, so it's not so bad. So he might catch some migrants as they try and get in, which would be really sad. We can only hope that if he does catch one, he kills it instead of just wounding it, because a wounded migrant means a Weregilla next full moon. And y'all don't want to see that. I mean, maybe you do. Maybe you're actually just watching this to see the inevitable moment of our fort's destruction, or as the community refers to it, fun. But I would personally prefer not to have our fort die to a weremonster infection. So we're going to go ahead and go to the military screen. We're going to go to alerts, and we are going to turn on the alert for safe zone, which locks everyone in the burrow, which is just kind of a... Actually, I guess I can show you guys. So if it's flashing blue right now, it's part of the burrow. I haven't updated the burrow in a while, so you can see there's parts that just don't get to be part of the burrow. But most of like the main sections of the fort are part of the burrow. That won't affect the migrants. So the other thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our squad of boys here. Oh, is it 3 people now? When did that happen? I do not remember. Oh, yeah. So they're ex-dwarves now. Nice. And how's your equipment? Metal everything. Nice. Yeah, that's great. So they should be actually a pretty tough group to take on. My impulsive little like lizard brain is like, yeah, send the military. And you know what? The lizard brain wins today. I think the lizard brain wins. I don't want to see this guy again. And yeah, so we're going to give it a shot. We're going to give the order to kill the Weregilla monster. If this goes horribly wrong, don't be surprised. remove this guy. Follow and resume. Okay, so he's making his happy way down here. He is going to catch whatever animal that is. So, that's gonna be fun. So they killed the baby llama. He killed the baby. Oh yeah, they managed to kill the other one. That's fine. That's cool. What should be approaching 2 of them later. You got the animal. Oh, the fight's on. The fight's on. Oh my god. And they killed him. They murdered the hell out of him. Let's see. So that's all the baby llama stuff. And he has badly screwed up the baby llama. So yeah, this is all him killing the llama, which is fine. Piglets. Oh, he killed a piglet too. That's just rude. Oh, he improved his fighting. I'm glad. So he's just killing the lower spine collapses. Like, oof. Yeah, so this is him killing the piglet. He grabbed it by the tail, apparently. God, he just really took a long time killing the piglet. And the goat. So he killed the goat. Alright. So he's killing the goat when the militia commander gets in. And the Weregilla monster misses. He does not manage to hit the commander, which is great. The militia commander hacks the Weregilla monster in the right lower leg. Nice. He just straight up walks up, cuts his leg off with an iron battle axe. Wow. Which, you know, understandably leads to the Weregilla monster falling over. Weregilla monster misses the commander again. Scratches, then gets scratched in the head. You know, pretty good hit that. Misses again. Hacks him in the arm. Cuts the arm off. Holy god, these guys are great. Left foot. Wow. Yeah, they're just mutilating him. They got him pretty good right away. Just freaking hit him in the chest. Center chest with an iron battle axe, and then it gets stuck there. Wow. So both arms are now disabled. One leg is missing. Well, I guess one arm is missing. One is disabled. There's an axe stuck in his chest. He's still trying to bite. Left foot. Screwed up his left foot. The axe dwarf gets the iron battle axe out of the Weregilla monster's chest. The axe dwarf hacks the Weregilla monster in the left lower leg. So it cuts off the other leg. They're just having a great time. Iron shield comes in. I knew this would come in handy. Really glad. With the body, tearing the muscle. Yeah. Misses. Right hand. So they cut off the other hand. They're just going wild. And then they cut off his head. Alrighty. So no one was hit by that. Which is great. Because it means we won a fight. And it means our military isn't bad. Like, full iron armor with the battle axes appears to be pretty strong. And these guys have trained up nicely. Certainly their commander is a badass. So I guess that's that. We're good. Let's go ahead and turn off that alert. It didn't last long. Alright, you are all free. Oh no. Oh dear. I do believe this is one of the goats that got badly screwed up. Let's see. Yeah, it is not doing great. It's not doing great at all. Oof. Yikes. Her front leg is cut open. Her right rear leg is torn open. Otherwise, things are going pretty well, though. We are, in fact, flooding this and making a lake. I don't know. It's not going to be very fast that this happens, but I'd say, you know, eventually we will flood most of this, or at least like a straight line to here. What are you doing there? Fishing. Okay, they've decided fishing down there is cool. Which is nice, because it means that this area won't be accessible. Possibly, maybe. It also means there's a fish asking questions down there. Well, now I've got to know. What's up? It's a giant sponge. Why are you asking questions? A huge immobile sponge. Its body is red. Beautiful. All right. All right. Brief checkup, I think, is probably in order. Not an awful lot has happened since the battle. I've been trying to sort out the mounting problems. Migrants are arriving. Let's see, actually. What is our total population? Ooh, spreadsheet. So we were at 69, giggity. Sadly, we are now only at 77. We don't love this at all, but sometimes that's life. Which reminds me, actually, I should probably put the tight books onto active. Let's see. Active training. There we go. They don't have a barracks currently, so they're not going to do anything, but it's a crossbow group. I've made 5 soon-to-be crossbowmen that are going to go and do that as soon as I've built them a place to train. So we have a king and a bunch of baronies and a county, so I don't fully understand what the hell is going on with that. Basically, I have more nobility than I know what to do with. I'm at the point of seriously considering, in fact, I've started to build a, like, noble dormitory. They can all have, like, slumber parties or something and not be a pain in the ass. Damp stone located. Let's go see that. That's down here. Where'd that damn stone? Where's the damn stone? I don't see it. Oh, it's just around them. So there is water down there, which is good to know. So yeah, we'll get to that, I promise. This is the main level. Still smoothing out the stone of our tavern, as we can see. It's actually turned out kind of nicely when it's smooth. It doesn't look so bad, because apparently it looked awful before. This is all both engraved and smooth, or smooth and engraved. That was definitely the wrong order. And it's lovely. We have some tables and chairs in there, and people seem to be having a good time just hanging out. So good on them. This keeps happening. This miner has just collapsed there, and he hasn't moved in days. And at first I was like, hey, I'll get over it, but now I'm starting to get a little bit worried here. What's up, drowsy? Huh. That's your wounds. What else is up? No job. You did trust me, you have a job. You're a miner. Oh. Did I turn you into a Marks Dwarf by accident? No, I don't think so. Eshtan. I'll check on him off screen, because right now it doesn't make much sense to... Warmstone! Finally! Oh, we found magma. Good. That's great news. So we can do that next episode, maybe get the magma forges going. It doesn't make a huge amount of difference. We got plenty of wood, but we'll do it anyway. Horrified by something. Okay. So they're still really sad about the river full of corpses, which is fair. This is a leatherworks, tanner shop, clothier's shop, and a loom. I don't think anything aside from the tanner shop is actually built, but at some point they will be, hopefully, maybe. Is it just me, or are we missing the 2 kitchens? Did our kitchens get fucking disassembled? Excuse me? What? That's super weird. Glad I noticed that. Why were... Did someone throw a tantrum and break them? I am shocked. First level of dormitories hasn't changed much. This is no longer a meeting room. This is the mayor's quarters, so he's got, I don't know if that's the office or the dining room or the dining room or the office, but you know, one of each on each side. They're smooth and engraved. He's got a nice door here, and his bedroom in the middle. He's happy. All his little noble meads, you see how require is white there? He's good. He has a mandate. I hate nobles. I really make quivers. I will not make quivers. Leave me alone. Like, this guy needs his own tomb, and chests, and a weapon rack, and an armor stand, and decent quarters. It's a whole thing. And I mean, what does the king need? Royal stuff. You think I got like fucking time to make royal stuff? God damn. Anyway, that's just gonna be life for now, I think. That is to say, being mad at our nobles. Over here, the stink pit has stink in it, including the corpse of the Wergila monster, which I'm very pleased about. Also, it does turn out that the hatch keeps miasma from coming up, so that worked beautifully. Kid, don't go down there. The kid just went down there. Oh, gross. Yeah, have fun frolicking in the garbage. Great. This is the horrifying dormitory of Welcome to the Maze. We're going to have to expand that. Which brings us to... This is going to be the nobles area. So like this lower level, I suppose I'll put barons, although we have a lot of barons. So it might just be barons and counts on. So like their quarter is going to spread off from this, and that's a level up. So this is the bottom level, next level up, and then this will be the final level. I haven't actually designated that yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. The idea being that this will be a good space that isn't really useful for anything else to put our nobles so they can piss off and stop asking for things. The alternative is we could drown them. Actually, we could do both. We could put them here and drown them. Because I think the river's just over here, right? Yeah, we could build like a tunnel and drown them. So, stay tuned. Maybe we'll do that. I don't much like the nobility. Finally, our tomb is now in use. I think all of these slabs are... Yep, so that's someone. There are actual babies in there? Yeah, wow. There are actually like dead folk in there. That's crazy. I don't know when the babies died, but that's unfortunate. So these are folk that we couldn't get out of the river, which is sad. We don't love it. Up here will probably be the tomb of the nobility. I I hesitate to say that it'll be soon full, because I don't know that I'm going to murder the nobles, but boy do I want to. Which reminds me, we should probably go ahead and get around to smoothing this, which I made a circle so that it was super easy to select it. That was smart. No. So they're going to go do that, and yeah, that's the tomb right now. Now, there's nothing for quite a ways, so we're just going to go to the next time there is something. Here we go, and this is just the cave level again, but we have a long way down here. Second cave level, which spits us out there. And this is what we're really interested in, because we did not turn on designate here. So I told them to dig pretty much straight down as far as they could go. And what we're looking for is warm stone. So that was the water we found. So that's worth keeping in mind, that if we go up here, we can probably make a well if we want to and we're besieged. There we go. There we go. So what is this? Semi-molten rock. So that's actually the bottom of the map. That's as far down as we can go here. When you find the semi-molten rock, that's about it. But what I'm interested in is there. I did it. All right. So I have successfully found a magma sea. Oh, and adamantine. Oh dear. Oh, and magma pool, cavern. I just everything. Everything was found. Holy. Wow. That's a lot. All right. I'm gonna zoom out here and see. Yeah, it's big. Let's do something super risky. Yeah. Woot woot. What could possibly go wrong? If you know what, I'm not gonna give it away, but you may have heard about Dwarf Fortress that losing is fun. The mining of adamantium has the potential to be very, very fun. Please do not give it away in the comments. If you know the potential pitfalls of mining that shite, then don't ruin it for people who haven't gone to the wiki and ruined it themselves. Digging towards adamantine. Thing is, it's really good. Like if you can, it's a pain in the ass to extract or to dig out, and then actually to get. It's not done like you don't put it through a smithy, or I guess you don't put it through a smelter is more accurate. Um, you have to extract strands of it from the ore, which can then be melted down into wafers, which can then be turned into armor and weapons and whatever else. So there it is, adamantine. And I'm not gonna lie, I want it. As dangerous as that is, I want some. I ain't crazy, maybe a little greedy, but oh boy, I'm scared. Oh, I don't have the. I'm a big B, little P when it comes to this. Let me tell you. Okay, let's do this super carefully. Oh, I'm so scared. Please. Don't let me die like this. Don't let me risk it all on a little bit of oh. All right. All right. All right. It's not the magma I'm afraid of. I'm just going to get that out of the way. The magma does not frighten me. What frightens me is that it looks like somewhere over here could be the hidden end to our fortress. And here's the thing, that's still a lot of adamantine, right? But before we dig it further, we need to isolate this. We need to build a way to ensure that if the worst should happen, not that I'm saying what that is, if the worst should happen, we have a way of cutting this little hallway off from the main stairwell, because otherwise, no amount of dwarves heavily armed and armored and well trained and no amount will save us. um, there are not enough dwarves on the continent to save us from what happens if there is a hollow chamber over here.